Hi, this is the voice of Heidie Calero, once again reaching out in your homes with the economic capsule on Puerto Rico's pandemia, coronavirus or COVID-19. Today we are going to talk about economics and health. The lockdown that was established in Puerto Rico since March 15 to the present had a purpose to contain the pandemia, but at the same time it was to strengthen the health system in Puerto Rico. We have not heard if there are more hospital beds, if there are more ventilators, if there is more protective equipment. What is the situation with the number of people who have COVID-19 or who may be asymptomatic and they don't know it, and who may be really contaminating other people? We do not have statistics that will assist us in knowing how wide and widespread is this crisis. So I think we have failed miserably. This is such an important topic that it cannot be left only in the hands of government. It has already been said that about 75% or more of businesses that are operating have lost in terms of profits, in terms of revenues, and in order to face all these losses, many of them have either unemployed people, dismissed people, or they are curtailing the number of hours that they have worked. We have learned nothing from Hurricane Maria when we relied on all these billions of dollars that were going to come in our aid for the disaster of the hurricane back in September 17 of 2017. Well, it hasn't happened. Definitely we need to rely on Puerto Rico's own revenues, own resources, and it is high time we execute that. We require, and unfortunately the presentation card with Congress and the President of the United States is the scandal, the most recent scandal on the purchase, or at least the order to purchase $38 million in tests, which were not really secure, were done by a company that did not have the credentials nor the wherewithal to do it again. So our presentation card is not exactly the best. What will it take to reopen our economy? Just as in the States, we need guidelines on a gradual opening. Which sectors are most likely to be open and should have continued open despite the lockdown? Construction. We need repairs of highways. With the sun and the air and the open space that we have, there is no reason why construction and repairs, not that we have such little traffic, that was excellent to repair our roads, to repair our red lights, to repair the infrastructure of electricity, Costa Sur in the south. Why has this not been repaired so that we can have a strong infrastructure, electrical system? All this needs really planning, needs help. So in order for the private sector to help the government sector, we need to come up with an intelligent opening, a plan, an execution plan. And it's not just to open in restaurants or in shopping centers. How are we going to protect not only the employees, but most importantly, those clients who will dare to risk their lives and go to these stores or these restaurants? If somebody didn't know anything about economics, the law of demand and supply is so evident during this pandemic. It's the law of demand. If there are not enough people to go to these stores or to patronize or pay for these services, then it doesn't matter how much supply is out there. It's not going to happen. There's going to be a deficit in terms of demand to cater to the supply. Case in point, what has been happening this week with the global markets, where the oil production has exceeded demand. Where are they going to store the oil? Well, in the futures contracts in May, the producers were paying, they were not being paid, they were paying for people these companies to come and store the oil because they had no place to put it. Well, June is looking like $11 or $12 a barrel. That's good news. even only if we have a demand for it. But if we are continuing in this lockdown and without an intelligent plan, the economy is just going to provoke another crisis. We have still not seen the crisis in Puerto Rico. We need to be intelligent about this, and we need the government to really focus not only on telling us we are planning, what is the plan, and above all, what is the execution. You don't need new plans. You know, there are so many experiences in the rest of the world. South Korea, we have the United States, different states. We need only to copy those things that work out. Pharmaceuticals, we have, I've said it before, we have a class action, world center of pharmaceuticals. Why can't we demonstrate with our exports of these pharmaceuticals that Puerto Rico can really supply this deficit in terms of this world supply chain that before was coming from China? This is US flag. Let's work on that. Let's work on textiles to do the masks and the equipment that is necessary. Puerto Rico can do it. I'm afraid that we are still yet to see what the crisis will look like in Puerto Rico. Thank you.